people often ask me about my light horse equipment, and they say, is it authentic? And I always say to them, I'm going to be riding in this gear. I might be out in public, riding on roads, in public car parks, around crowds. No, it's not authentic. It is all reproduction, all of it brand new. I mean, the years slip by. I bought it all in 2013, getting ready for the centenary in 2014. But still, even now today, it's been well looked after, and it's 10 years old, even though it's 10 years old. So what happened is, here's a funny story about, should you use the real deal? That is an exact copy. The saddle, you probably can't see it from this angle. The boy's wearing his saddle. That is an exact copy. Step forward, mate. Show him your saddle. Come on, show him your saddle. So, come forward. Come on, mate. Don't show me up. Don't show me up, mate. Don't show me up. I don't even know if that's it. What about one more step? One more step? One more step? That's it. So hopefully, so there you go. What you can see there, that's the exactly the same as what would have been worn by the light horse blokes in World War I, except it's 10-year-old saddle now, because I'm not going to ride in a 100-year-old saddle. What sort of a loon would do that? And that, what you can see there, is that's the lance bucket, or what I use it for is for the flagpole. So having said that, what I have here is I have a 1800s police handcuff pouch for a saddle, and handcuffs. And what I have here, as well as the handcuff pouch, is a saddle-mounted baton. Saddle-mounted baton. So we recently went to an event, which was a service in recognition and memory of a deceased police officer. He died in 1943. It was doing up his grave and a ceremony there for Police Foundation Day. And when we went, silly me had the original baton holder on this side with the baton in it, and the original handcuff holder, which mounts on the other side of the saddle, with handcuffs in it, on the lad. And we're walking up to where we're getting ready to have a ceremony. There are lots of public around. There are lots of police officers around, ex-police officers. There are photographers, newspaper photographers. There is a TV channel. Who wasn't there? The Commissioner of Police was there. And I have got baton in a baton holder, handcuffs in a handcuff holder on this lad. I'm in full 1880s regalia myself. And just as we get to where we're sort of going to see where we need to stand, have you ever seen a horse that's been sweaty and it rolls around in the sand, and then when it stands up, it does this big shake? You might have seen them. Horses like to have a shake. If you're ever sitting on a horse when it has a shake, it's a weird feeling, but they're not just anything, they're just having a shake, and you see all the sand fly. So what happens is, we walk up to where we're going to have the ceremony, and Cody decides then, horses never work with animals and small children. Cody decides, perfect time, bit of a stretch, bit of a yawn, bit of a shake. Over 100-year-old baton holder, over 100-year-old handcuff pouch with and what happens is, as he shakes, the baton and baton holder flies off one side, and the handcuff pouch with the handcuffs flies off the other. The old leather straps just completely gave out while he was shaking, and they flew off like depth charges coming out of the back of a destroyer trying to get a U-boat. So what you can see now is what's happened is what I should have done in the first place, is I've taken this really old baton holder, and it's now had a nice new strap attached that will attach to the saddle, and likewise I've had a nice new strap made here that will attach that to the saddle, and I'm just reusing that strap, so that actually goes on like that. That goes on like that, and the brown one is just off my handcuff, light horse handcuff pouch. Just reuse stuff when you can, when it's all good condition stuff. And even nice new rivet in the back of that. And of course the thing about this is that I think this strap that goes back to the saddle, does that make sense how that goes on? That is in really good condition, so that didn't need to be replaced. So hopefully now we've got another service coming up in a few weeks, which is for another much older police officer, 1800s officer. And when we go to that, we can have the baton, we can have the handcuffs in the handcuff pouch, and feel confident that at least he won't shake them off this time. Cheers, thanks for watching, till next time.